am so excited this month to have my husband by my side. And this is going to be what we call Marriage Month. And we're going to share golden nuggets. We're going to share some real great wisdom from some people that we really trust and have looked up to for many years. And we're just going to talk through some stuff. So we thought we would just give some questions to each other and see what lands. So here goes.
So Deborah, how long have we been married?
31 years.
31 years.
We just celebrated our anniversary on June 30th.
Tell me this, what do you remember, do you remember our wedding day?
I remember our wedding
Come on.
day.
That was like forever ago.
There was a big sign on our truck that said "In memory of Chris." It's true. What was your favorite
Who
part?
put the sign there?
The people he worked with. I
see.
wanted to get married like 2 months after we started dating, but he was a little afraid of me, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what attracted you to me?
It was his legs. It was his legs. And then I found out he was really smart, too. What attracted you to me?
I just circled back around. So what do you
You
think
did.
of when you think of me?
Oh, gosh, you're my rock. He's steady.
So you think,
He's like safe and he's comforting and he's like my corral that I need so bad.
corral.
Oh, yeah.
You've never called me a corral before.
Well, kind of. Some days I feel like a buck and bull.
So I think what attracted me to you was you're crazy. Most of the time you're crazy is probably not the word to use, but you're the opposite of steady,
Yeah.
I should say. Yeah.
So that's the opposites attract coming into play. So what attracted you to me and me to you are the same things that drive me crazy about you and drive you crazy about me.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
interesting,
good.
isn't it?
Yeah.
What is your favorite idea of what you think I would love for vacation? Do you know that about me?
You're a mountain girl. You like the mountains and you like hiking and so forth. You like the
Yes.
mountains.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we have to put on boots and jackets and drink hot coffee and hike in the mountains, it's the best. And
So where did we spend our last vacation?
in the South Dakota Hills hiking.
The Black Hills, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And my husband would like to lay on a beach
Or
in the sand,
just in the water.
in the water.
Yeah.
Loves water. He swims like a
Yeah.
frog, and I don't even float. So that's why.
What do you think my favorite song is?
You don't have a favorite song.
Really?
You don't. It's Chris loves ballads, so it's the story and the feeling that comes into it, and he's a Johnny Cash fan, and that's so adorable. What's my favorite song?
You don't like music.
I do too love music. What kind of music do I love? This is raw.
What kind of music?
Yeah.
You don't like a kind of music, I guess. I think your favorite artist would be Dolly Parton.
She's my hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but what kind of music would I rather listen to if I'm going to listen to music? Do you know that about me?
Praise and worship.
Praise and worship. I'm so sweet. It's like a Christian answer, but it's true. Because I used to be. Now, what's my favorite song that's not a Christian song? And this will balance it so not everybody thinks I'm the God Squad.
Your favorite song?
You want me to give you a hint?
Yeah.
Dixie Chicks. If not, Earl Has to Die either. I like that one. But
Cowboy, Take Me Away.
Cowboy, Take Me Away.
Yeah.
It's such a good song.
Yeah. What's my favorite movie? Do I have a favorite movie?
That's hard to say too. His palette is laid wide. Okay, so I would say you have watched a couple of movies more than other movies over and over again, and he never gets tired of them, which is Lonesome Dove. And it's long. and we have to watch it to the end. And then you love Independence Day. Who doesn't love Independence Day?
Probably not. That's probably more your.
Oh, you watch it too.
Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah.
And then Tombstone.
Yeah.
The edited version. My piece of advice.
Yeah.
The first thing that I think of is you can't do it without God. And a lot of people can have a healthy marriage. And I've actually known people who have a healthy marriage, but they live by biblical principles. And they're not even Christians, but they live by biblical principles. And so God's word works, whether you're a Christian or you're not. And in a marriage, you have to have that as your center. Now, for it to be beyond successful, something that's beyond just getting along and doing the right things and enjoying one another, is that deep, committed feeling. I love God more than I love my husband, and he loves God more than he loves me.
I think the older I get, and because our life can be pretty crazy and pretty serious a lot of times, I'm learning not to take things too serious and not to take things too personal. And life happens, and we can just, we're best friends.
Yes.
And we just roll with it and make up quickly,
Mm-hmm.
keep short accounts,
Yes.
and just keep moving forward and laugh a lot.
We laugh a lot.
Yeah.
So that kind of brings me to a question that I had, because there's a lot of people think that maybe we've never had a fight on the way to church.
How many fights have we had on the way to church, Deborah?
That's not even fair. I think there's too many to count in 20 years of going to church every Sunday.
Did those disagreements, were they usually about profound things that
They
we
were
really...
about nothing.
They were usually about nothing, weren't
Yeah. That's called a spiritual attack.
they? Yeah.
So tell...
Because does the enemy, does he love that we get along and that we
hates
are
it.
cohesive with one another?
No, he hates it.
He hates it.
So you were
And he
saying the other
doesn't
day...
like it when we go to church, does he?
He hates it when we go to church.
So when we had our disagreement, or with just a few disagreements on the way to church, was it usually on Sundays or on Wednesdays?
Could be both.
Yeah. Either or.
Especially when you're going into the house of God to minister to other people, and the enemy wants to stop you dead in your tracks because there's something very profound about shaking somebody up.
Yeah. What I remember, or what I can think about of many times when we've had arguments on the way to church, is as we're bickering about, as we shared earlier, about nothing. It's really about nothing. A lot of times we'll surely not say hurtful things, but sometimes hurtful things will come out. And just how that is, how when we do that, we're bringing hell up into our relationship.
Yeah.
And that I always picture when we're bickering like that or having an argument, I picture the enemy, Satan, over here in the corner laughing and just like, I got him now, and just laughing and carrying it on as we're doing that. And but the cool thing is as we push past that, and even when it's really, really, really difficult, but just to push past that moment and to sometimes force ourselves to get into church.
Yeah.
What we're immediately doing is now we're inviting heaven down.
Heaven down.
And as we invite heaven down,
very good. Yeah.
then that's when the forgiveness and those kind of things can happen. And it's like, oh, that was silly anyway. What in the world were we even doing that for? And
oh, so many times. There's a reconciliation, and we resolved it, and we go into church, and we're in worship, and I look over at my husband, and he has his hands in the air, and he is praising God, and I'm thinking, why would I argue with him? You know, he just loves God so much, and that's the most important thing. I can trust that he's going to lead our family to God, and that's something I can always count on.
yeah, it's a good word, Deb.